not worry.
Well, howdy folks, hello, welcome to episode 49 of Do Not Worry. I'm your host Anthony, coming to you once again from the freezing heart of Beirut in Ta2, joined by Nour, my lovely intern. How's it going, Nour?
It's going really good, thank you.
We've missed you guys, it's been a while. I know the channel has been slightly inconsistent lately with posting. I've been extremely busy, folks. I shared this with the patrons a couple of weeks ago, but my life right now is very overwhelming between my full-time job, which has been extremely busy over the last couple of weeks, more than usual. I'm doing a script writing workshop that is a 2-month program. It's twice a week. It's 3 hours per session. That has also been taking up a lot of my time, and I have a YouTube channel to keep in operation. So it's really been kind of overwhelming to do everything and try to do it all well. So I do apologize for any inconsistencies or irregularities in posting. Folks, take a second to, subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed yet, become a Do Not Warrior. Support us. Help us get to 6,000 subscribers and then all the way to 10. And as you're watching this video, if you feel like you're enjoying it, maybe click the like button. Your engagement is very helpful when it comes to getting our video recommended, getting us on the homepage, etc. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. We love you. We appreciate that. Patrons, don't we love our patrons? Thank you, patrons, for not abandoning us, for sticking with us. We love you guys. We need you more than ever, honestly. So if you've been on the fence about joining our Patreon and supporting our channel, please do, because we've got some really cool things in the works. I'll let you know. I DM'd someone for another video. Seriously, we really, really love our patrons. Amazing patrons like Joe Khoury, Enzo, Mark Kiwan, Daniel Habib, Antonio Jmail, and we actually have gotten a few new patrons. We've got Ziad Mgharbel, who is my friend from high school. Thank you, Ziad. Heather Jabber, also a friend, not from high school. Firas Abu Fakr, the one and only, folks. Firas Abu Fakr from Mashrou' Layla, everyone's favorite Lebanese band. Hells yeah, he's paying your salary. He's helping to pay your salary. And Ghadi Turk, thank you, you beautiful, beautiful human beings. And we got a couple of new superhero patrons now. This is an interesting name. His name is Dr. William Watfa, the boobs doctor. That's his name. So ladies, you looking to get some plastic surgery? You looking to spruce up those buns? I'm sorry. Dr. William Watfa, the boobs doctor. He's your guy. And Anthony Balouz. So these two brand new superhero patrons. Superhero patrons are like our VIPs. We love them. Thank you guys so much. We also got treated with a very nice present. So our good friends at Crystal.3D Prints sent Nour over some presents a few days ago. So I'm going to look at them right now. They've 3D printed some awesome stuff for us. Apparently, look at that. So, folks, we got my face on a keychain. Look at that. This is the beautiful drawing that Luay, our animator, our artist, Luay Daoust, had done. And now it has been turned into a keychain. That is awesome. Look at that. Goddamn, that is adorable. I got me a little Spider-Man. Look at that. A little 3D printed Spider-Man. And our very own Do Not Worry. Look at that, the logo, also designed by our boy Luay. Beautiful. Folks, I don't know what to say. This is extremely generous. And we got everybody gets here. The interns thought they could escape me. Well, they can't. My face will follow you everywhere. You go. This is really beautiful. We're going to leave the link to Crystal 3D prints down in the description. If you guys want, we got our names too. We got Nour, we got Elijah. Here, this one's for you as well, courtesy of our good friends. And take one of these as well. Here you go. And they've written me a letter. Ooh, I've got my own letter. I'm going to read this later, folks. I'm going to light a candle and read this letter. Folks, we always appreciate anyone who wants to send us stuff. We don't deserve it as far as I can tell. But we love you. Gracias. We got a lot of interesting topics to talk about tonight, folks. We got ourselves a doozy. Nour has a topic that she wants to bring up and talk about. I think it's related to Women's Day. I've got some thoughts about Women's Day as well. I want to talk about the Nareg video that we did and we dropped last week, because I've gotten some feedback, some people accusing me of in a very nice way, but like some people were thinking that it might have been a little bit bullying. There's this Ta2 tagged me in a very nice post talking about how he thought it was like the complete opposite of bullying, but I kind of want to talk about this whole thing and what is cringe, what is bullying, how do you define cringe. We're going to talk about Batman, the Batman review. I've seen it, Nour hasn't seen it, so I'm going to just give you guys a quick review, giving you my thoughts. FarixTube, like, one of Instagram's most popular sketch comics might be running for the elections. He's presented his name, انتخابات. So I don't know. We're gonna talk about that. And Pete Davidson and Kanye West, they've been going through their shit with Kim Kardashian. So now we have some texts that have been leaked between Pete Davidson and Kanye West that I kind of wanted to read with you guys. So let's get kicked. Did we forget anything? No, we haven't. So let's get kicked off with the show, starting with Nour. I'm gonna put you on the spot. You told me there was something you wanted to talk about. You told me it was related to Women's Day. What are we looking at?
Okay, so Women's Day, the one day that most people in the world agree and know this day is like dedicated for women's rights.
Women's
rights. Like honoring everything that women do. Except for Lama.
Oh, I had a feeling you were going to talk about that.
Who decided to post a story where he said, unpopular opinion. I wish that one day some women would defend and understand feminism as some men do. Happy Women's Day.
At least he wrote unpopular opinion.
It's
okay.
I don't even get the opinion. What do
I wish that one day some women would defend and understand feminism as some men do. Now look, he did put a disclaimer, unpopular opinion. So
call me like an angry feminist or whatever, but this makes no sense. I was so triggered when I saw it.
It makes no sense. Look, definitely. I mean, he knew he was going to probably get some shit for it. Yeah, this is a pretty bad, it's a pretty bad take, I would say. But to be honest, like to me, I find everything tied to Women's Day on social media is super cringe. Like, I know that might sound fucked up, and I'm not trying to get anyone angry. I understand the value and things like that, and like Black History Month and Pride Month and all of that, trying to raise awareness and give some attention to underrepresented communities and stuff like that. But like, I think I've spent so much time on social media. I've been on social media since I was like, in my teens. I've become very cynical. So I just don't believe, like, even a lot of people that I follow are posting just pictures of them and like, I am a woman. I found that cringe as hell too, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I get that. Anna, like the whole day ما بيعني like I couldn't give less of a fuck يعني Women's Day like.
Yeah, but
okay, but like when it comes to like feminism and stuff, and no, this makes absolutely no sense. Like,
yeah, like if it's cringe for a woman, for me, if I find a woman posting like I'm a woman, if I find that cringe, let alone like a dude posting his opinion, like here's what I think about Women's Day. Just don't share this. Keep this to yourself, I would say. You know what I mean? Like I find International Women's Day super cringe on social media. I find all of these posts cringe as hell. I just don't engage. I shut up because I know if I'm going to say anything, especially on Women's Day, you're just going to eat a bunch of shit. Like it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? But you trying to get us in trouble starting this off with the llama. It is pretty, I mean, yeah, that's a horrible take. I would just keep it in your back pocket, bro. Keep it in the drafts. Don't share that. You know what I mean? That's pretty bad. Let's move into the second topic, which is the Nareg video that we posted last week. By the way, if you have not seen it, please check it out. I'm really proud of that video. I think it's the best video we've done on the channel so far. It's very much inspired by Channel 5 and their style of videos. If you don't know Channel 5, it's like run by Andrew Callahan, who used to do All Gas No Breaks. It's these really funny interviews. He goes to these funny events and interviews all these wacky and kooky characters, but he tries to represent them in a fair and balanced way. So we tried to do the same with Nareg. He's a popular TikToker. He's a barber, and I got a bunch of interesting feedback. Majority, I think, of the audience really enjoyed it. They seemed to like it. We got a lot of positive feedback, but I also got some DMs, and here is a conversation in particular by a friend who I'm not going to name, and by the way, I'm not like calling this person out. Bilakis, I really appreciated their message. It was very eloquently shared. He just had some concerns, like, is this maybe bullying or something? So I kind of wanted to talk about that. So he says, hey man, I just saw the episode with Naregozki on YouTube, and I like the direction you're taking the show. Something stuck with me from the Shada video that I thought reappeared in the Naregozki episode. So here comes my unsolicited opinion. I think the series' strongest point is that it humanizes people who have made their fame from drawing negative attention to themselves. What you're doing has potential to challenge the parasitic relation we all have with these kinds of content creators. Yet, the editing shows a kind of inconsistency in how you and the show itself view these subjects. Are you perpetuating their social media image and poking fun at it, or are you exploring what makes certain people undertake embarrassing online roles? And I think the answer is a lot more complex than they're just goofy idiots. I don't know your audience well, but on a personal level, I don't want to see a young barber in Burj Hamoud made fun of. As inviting as his antics are, there is an underlying truth to all online and social media endeavors. These people in most cases are trying to escape their reality and situation. Their lack of self-awareness is what makes it so inviting. The tempting thing would be to play into this and amplify it, but I think the harder and more meaningful thing would be to make their stories more relatable. Of course, Naregozki's dream isn't to own a barbershop or to hand it down to his children. He's fucked like the rest of us. I was surprised you asked that. There is almost a constant look of fear on Shada's face. I can't imagine the pressure he feels to maintain a strong persona in front of the camera. He was so lost he forgot to say hi to you. I mean, while that is funny to watch, the end of the video shows him relaxed and smiling and in high enough spirits to take a joke. The end of that video is what made me want to write this message. I got the same urge when I saw the Shada documentary, but it still feels like I'm butting in and I don't want it to be misconstrued, like I'm telling you how to do your job or something. This was how I felt after watching both videos. Thank you for bearing with us. It's a long message, but I wanted to read it all because it's very eloquently said, and he makes some good points. So, number one, the first thing that stood out to me was when he says, I don't want to see a young barber in Burj Hamoud made fun of. I agree, and I know what this might look like on YouTube. Like, it's this guy with this YouTube channel going to take advantage of underprivileged people and using their like pain and suffering to make a funny video on the internet. That's not at all what it is. I don't care that he's from Burj Hamoud. He could be from anywhere. I'm solely focusing on the persona, on the fact that he's funny, that he creates this weird, cringy content on the internet, where he's from. Like, if he was a barber, بساحة سيسين, what's a rich area, بلبنان, ما بعرف, بصيفة. If he had a barbershop, بنص دين صيفة village, and he was making the same kind of content that Nareg was making, I would have gone and I would have filmed it, because to me, it's just funny. And just quickly, the second point, Joseph Shada was not nervous when he saw me. We were there filming with him the whole day. We filmed him walking into the place. So he's just really awkward in front of the camera, but like we didn't put him on the spot. He was very happy to be there. He insisted on like coming and being with us.
Yeah, that was just Joseph.
That's just Joseph being Joseph. So I would by no means want to make Joseph uncomfortable. But I really, look, when I make these videos, and I plan on making more, I'm not here to tell you guys that Nareg or Shada are good people, or that they deserve your sympathy or your empathy or anything. I just want to film them, create this absurd type of video that kind of lets you make your own decision and come up with your own conclusion. Like, I don't have a message that I'm trying to send anyone. I don't have an agenda with these videos. Like, I want people to feel X way about this person. I just want to show them what I see. I want to do it in a funny way because, like, look, I could just go do an interview with Nareg without any of the funny or weird editing, but that's not going to be a fun video for you guys to watch. Like, I got to think of the audience as well. It's got to be fun. It's got to be entertaining. And again, I spoke with Nareg before the interview. Like, we agreed that he's going to kind of play up his personality. It's all done, for fun. So I just wanted to say that I'm not out there to make fun of these people, Balakis. I really enjoy their company. I love Cringe. Like, we're gonna get into this. So other than those DMs, I actually had gotten another DM from someone. I shared that I thought this was the best video that we had done, and if you guys hadn't checked it out, please go and check it out. And I got a message that said, I'm sad actually. It's really disappointing about your new kind of subjects. Like, I think it's not even worth it to watch most of them, and I feel like you drowned too deep on Lebanese cringe, but not in a good way. Just my opinion, sorry, and also a lot of friends agree. So thank you to the person who wrote this message, and as much as I appreciate the feedback and stuff, I don't really give too much of a shit because at the end of the day, I need to make videos that keep me interested. I need to make content that I'm interested in making because if I'm not interested in making it, I don't want to make it and you're not going to have any videos on the channel. So if you or your friends are kind of sick of the direction where the podcast is going, I appreciate you guys so much for watching, but I'm also not just going to keep making things that the audience likes that I don't like. It needs to be something that I like. And if it's something that I like, chances are the audience is going to like it too. I never create anything just to appease an audience. I never do anything just to cater to anyone. It's really I got to be interested in it, and then I'll make it. So yeah, we got a little bit of, mixed feedback and people concerned about bullying. But then Ta2 friend of the show, who we really, really love, shared my video with this message right there. He said, I love what Anthony Sargon did in his last video. I've grown tired of pages who randomly pick on cringe videos and make fun of people just for the sake of it with no value added or constructive criticism. Don't get me wrong, I agree that some of their content is cringe, but who cares? Why do we, me included, sometimes hate on them? Kudos to Do Not Worry Pod for putting a different spin on this and trying to get to know the real person behind what is labeled as cringe. Respect, my friend with a heart. Nick, we love you. Thank you so much for the kind message. But also kind of like, I felt like I was kind of in the middle of a thing here because I think he was strongly hinting at Lebanese cringe, like the page. And like he was kind of comparing me. They're like, look, unlike Lebanese cringe, Anthony is trying to offer more. I'm not trying to get in the middle of anything. I love Lebanese cringe, right? I'll be honest. I think it's a very funny page. I think they've made our job a lot easier because we just get on that page and find a bunch of topics that we need to talk about on this podcast. But I get why Ta2 7anick might be having his beef with them. They pick on Lama a lot, and he's very close with the Lama as well. So I get it. I'm not trying to create any drama here. But what I want to say, and I might be speaking for Lebanese cringe here. I don't know who runs the page, and like I don't know what they think about cringe. But for me, I love cringe. Like the people who post cringe, most of them, I like worship them. I look up to these people because what is cringe essentially? It's just basically a lack of self-awareness, or you just don't give a shit. A lack of you don't feel shame. You know what I mean? Like I would love to, you see all these memes where like it's a cow standing on like the ocean looking out into the sunset. It's like, I am cringe, but I am free. I am so jealous of people like Joseph Shada, like Nareg, who don't give a fuck and who create any kind of content they want, regardless of the feedback that they're going to get. Do you want to hear like a secret? I am the most cringe human being I know when I'm alone. When I'm alone at home and like in front of a mirror, I will do the craziest, weirdest fucking shit. I'll make the weirdest voices, the weirdest accents. I am the cringiest person I know. And I've seen a lot of cringe. I know my cringe, trust me. And no one will make you cringe harder than I can make you cringe if you really give me the opportunity. But I'm just too ashamed. I'm just too ashamed and embarrassed to ever do any of that cringy stuff in front of a camera. I really respect people who don't give a shit. Like, for example, Hassan Badawi. Now, this guy just appeared on my For You page on TikTok. My TikTok is cursed as hell. So when I just open TikTok, I get the weirdest fucking shit. Look at this. Look at this guy. Okay, just look at this gentleman right here.
ازيكم بقوسي كيفكم كيف صحتكم كيف احوالكم حبيبات قلبي على 9 ان شاء الله رح اطلع لايف معكم اسهر شوي معكم والله كنت مشغول اليومين حبيباتي والله شقت لكم يريكم طلبكم.
Okay, now some people might be like, Anthony, why are you bullying this guy? I'm not bullying him. It's like, okay, the fact that he's got a bunch of missing teeth and he's like this old dude, you could be like, oh, you're bullying him. You're making fun of him. I'm not. I love the fact that he's got no teeth. He doesn't give a fuck. He's like, Ba'use, and he's like, who's he saying Ba'use to? Who's watching him? I love this guy. Like, if I could meet this guy and take a picture of him, I would fucking love that. I'm not making fun of him. To me, this guy is a treasure. He is a national treasure. I don't know, like, to me, pointing out cringe, like, I don't think Lebanese cringe is a bullying page. He's comparing some, like, I've heard people compare, like, say that what makes you or what makes Lebanese cringe different from them, like Nikat Lebanese, for example. Honestly, I don't know. In my life, I haven't checked Nikat Lebanese in a long time. Like, aren't they? But like, they actually make fun of people, don't they? And like, they post a lot of videos of like people with mental disabilities and physical disabilities and stuff. Who like la'aydun, they'll just fucking make fun of them. I don't know. Like, just again, to me, I just don't want anyone to think that I'm bullying anyone, or when I react to cringe, it is because I genuinely love cringe. Now, there is cringe that I don't like cringe that is actually cringy, like tufiluk. I hate tufiluk. No garlic, no onion. Like, that's bad kind of cringe. There's this Instagram page called Lebanon Says. Now, that to me is like just like pure cringy cringe. Like, for example, it's this page where I guess they have these quotes like, in Lebanese, we don't say... In Lebanon, we don't say the love, we say shawarma jez ziyadetum, and I think that's beautiful. I even have some friends who like this post. I'm not going to judge them. I love you guys still. But like, you know what I mean? Or what is this one? In Lebanese, we don't say, in Lebanon, our prime minister doesn't say we are a fucking deep crisis and we shall find solutions. We say, badna nithammal ba'd, and I think that's bullshit. Look, these guys got 33,000 followers, but like, to me, that's cringe, and that's just like cringe. I'm not gonna go interview the guy who started this page, but someone like Hassan Badawi, fuck yeah, I'd spend the day with him. You know, Ba'usi. That's all I'm trying to say is, cringe is this weird thing that we're all still kind of discovering. Okay, anytime we point something out, we're not making fun of it. Are we making fun of cringe? Are we making fun of these people? Damn.
No, I don't think we're making fun. I don't make fun of people, so I don't think we're making fun of them. So, we're just like pointing stuff out. I know this is funny. But we're not like bullying them.
I just hope that Ta2 and Lebanese Cringe can find a place in their hearts to love each other, because I don't want to be in the middle of this. All right, I love both. And if you have not watched our Nareg video, please check it out and let us know what you think. Like, what do you think about this whole cringe thing? Do you think I'm a bully sometimes? I genuinely love these people and I want to spend more and more time with them. And surprise, I sent Ralph Halabi a DM today. He hasn't answered yet. Amarcino. I want to do a video with Ralph Halabi, folks. I want to do a video with Amarcino himself.
Habibi, come to Dubai. Habibi, come over here. Habibi, come over there. You've been traveling all over the place and you still haven't found your Habibi. But I know where you can find your Habibi. Come to Lebanon, Habibi. I'll show you where he is.
So let's hope he responds. Ralph, I'm sending you this message, my man. If you're watching, I want to make a video with you. I think it could be really, really funny. I also want to do one with Linda Christina, but I don't think she's in the country. I think she's currently abroad, but we want to make more of those Nareg style videos, okay? We're going to keep you guys posted. Support us on Patreon to see more of that stuff. Before we get into Farix, let us quickly talk about The Batman, the brand new DC motion picture by director Matt Reeves. Nour, have you seen The Batman?
No, not yet. You're gonna say any spoilers?
Well, not anymore.
Phil.
No, you don't need to leave. I'm going to talk about the movie in a non-spoiler way. So, first of all, my history with the Batman. I love Batman. Okay, I've loved Batman ever since I was a child. You can tell there's a little Batman on the branding for the podcast. So I'm a huge fan of Batman. I grew up on the Michael Keaton Batman movies that were directed by, what's his name? Tim Burton. Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman in Batman Returns was my first movie boner. It's the first time I ever remember getting an erection while watching a movie. Sorry, Nour, you don't need to hear that. But like, those movies mean a lot to me. I own the original cassette tapes for the first two Batman movies. Like, I love Batman. He's my second favorite superhero or like comic book character of all time after Spider-Man. Some of the earliest comics I ever read as a child were Batman. So that's just my overall connection. I'm a fan. I'm a nerd. We've got that out of the way. Now, what are my overall thoughts on the film? I loved it. It's beautiful. Honestly, it's a beautiful film. And the thing that stands out to me the most was how strikingly beautiful, like, it's shot. The visuals are gorgeous. Like, it makes, and you know me, I love me some Marvel. I love my Marvel and MCU movies. It makes those MCU movies look like fucking garbage, man. And they already looked bad, but like, this is, I don't know, man. Every shot is crafted with so much care. The colors in the film, everything, it's really, really fucking gorgeous. So whoever the cinematographer is, I didn't look it up. You fucking nailed it, man. It is incredibly immersive. Now, there's a scene, again, it's a 3-hour movie, so it's very long. And to some people, it's too long, and like, he was wasting time, and you could cut 15 or 20 minutes out. Honestly, he shouldn't have cut anything out. Because like, and when did I realize that I was extremely immersed? There's a scene, it's not a spoiler, where the Riddler has left like a letter for someone inside a cage, and in that cage is a bat flying around. So then the shot is, there's the camera, it's in the cage. You just see Batman slowly putting his hand in the cage and slowly just getting, the letter while the bat is just floating around. It's like a 40 or 50 second shot. It doesn't need to be that long. It could have been a 2-second shot of like, yep, here's the letter. But those 40 and 50 seconds just create a mood, and you're in there, you're in the cage, you're in the dark. I don't know, man. It was immersive as hell. It was such a visual and just visceral experience. So in that sense, it was amazing. The performances were fantastic. Paul Dano as the Riddler was great. Robert Pattinson as Batman gave us a brand new style of Batman. He's always depressed. When you watch the Christopher Nolan movies, Bruce Wayne's got his persona. When he's Batman, he's depressed. And when he's Bruce Wayne, hey, I'm a playboy millionaire. Look at me. I'm not Batman. I'm this normal rich guy. Robert Pattinson's Batman isn't there yet. He's always depressed when he's in the bat suit or he's out of the bat suit. Robert Pattinson is great as Batman, and I think he's going to grow into the role beautifully when they make a second and third film. So he's awesome. Zoe Kravitz was great as Catwoman. Commissioner Gordon, I forgot who played Commissioner Gordon. He was fantastic. Performances are great all the way. The makeup on Jesus Christ, Colin Farrell plays the Penguin. He's unrecognizable. It's the greatest like prosthetic makeup work I've ever seen in a movie, live action, like no joke. It's incredible. I don't know, man. I love the movie. Now, do I like worship it? Is it the greatest Batman movie ever made? It's hard to tell right now because I've had fucking 15 years with Batman Begins. Dark Knight has been out since like 2012. I've had a lot of time to watch these movies and process them, but like, this made a fucking kick-ass impression in just 3 hours, man. Like that, what a debut. It's really, really beautiful. Do I like it more than The Dark Knight? Honestly, I like Batman Begins more than The Dark Knight, so I'm not the right person to ask. Batman Begins is my personal favorite Batman movie. But like this gives it a run for its money. And even though it's 3 hours long, I would actually maybe even watch this again in theaters. Like I would actually maybe watch this a second time. It's not the first Batman movie that's ever been made, so there's going to be a lot of similarities to Nolan's movies, of course. It's Batman at the end of the day. There are certain constants that will never change. But the emphasis on the detective side, like this is literally a David Fincher movie, except it's starring Batman as the lead detective. It's like a 3 hour, like Seven/Zodiac type film. There's not a lot of action. It's just very slow. It's somber, but it's moody. It's dark. It's kind of depressing, but it ends on a beautiful, hopeful note that kind of gave me goosebumps, which I was not expecting. So, a couple things that I hated. Minor spoiler, there's like a small Joker cameo in the movie, which I felt was so out of place, was so unnecessary, and it just felt like a post-credit scene that they just put before the credits. Because like if you ask Matt Reeves, is there a post-credit scene? No, this is in DC movies, you don't like post-credits. This isn't a Marvel movie. This is a serious film, etc. It's a fucking post-credit scene. I don't care what the fuck you want to call it. They just put it before the credits. If you take it out of the movie, it does not change a single ounce of that film. So I hated that. I'm honestly sick of the Joker. I love the Joker. I worship, like, he's one of the greatest comic book villains of all time. Khalas, Nikuna, fi ghayru la Joker. We had Heath Ledger. We just had Joaquin Phoenix. We had Jared Leto fuck it up completely. Like, give it a break. Give it a break. We don't need to see Joker again. That's just the one thing that kind of pissed me off and took me out of the movie. Other than that, would I watch another one? Absolutely. I think, honestly, they nailed it. It's so beautiful. Like, Anjet, and please watch it in a theater if you can, because it is gorgeous. And the Batmobile, when the Batmobile shows up for the first time, and the sound design, and it's really like, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like an art house, very talented director just made like a beautiful, gorgeous, modern Bat film. So, I would definitely recommend you all to go see it if you have not seen it yet. Is it better than The Dark Knight? Too early to tell, man, but no, it doesn't make The Dark Knight any less fantastic. The Dark Knight is a fucking masterpiece, no matter how good or bad this movie is. So check it out. You will not regret it. Matt Reeves killed it. He did it. FarixTube, folks. Farix is one of the most popular Instagrammers in Lebanon, and I would say like he definitely deserves it. If you guys don't know who Farix is, here's just a quick example. Here's one of his videos. He does a lot of like TikTok parodies. Here's one. So Farix is the guy sitting on the bed, obviously. So he has a lot of these. It's safe, family-friendly, comedy skits. Nothing very offensive. Well, actually, like 7 years ago, during a Ta2 protest downtown, like I saw him and I walked up to him. I was like, hey, I'm a big fan. This must have been very cringy of me. But anyways, I genuinely, I like the guy. You know what I mean? I'm not the biggest Farix fan in the world. But there was some interesting news that came out like 2 days ago. He shared this on his Instagram. He said, hey, FYI, تما تسمعوها من حدا من محل تاني. I presented my papers today to run on the Kisserwain/Jbeil district as tomorrow is the last day to do so. I will take another 10 days to see what's happening in the area with the Mu'arada groups and what are the changes and what are the chances, and we'll decide by the end of the month if I continue with it or not. To be honest, I wasn't sure if this was a joke, if he's doing like a prank or something, but today, Wednesday, as of this shooting, there was an update. He kind of showed his name, كيف نازل على الليستا, الشيخ فريد, الشيخ الياس حبيش. She's like, I'm sorry إنه في شيخ حد اسمي, I tried to remove it, بس بدأ دعوة تغيير, etc. So كأنه he is moving, forward with this. I just wanted to talk about, like, it's pretty interesting that, like, we just have the country's gotten so bad that an influencer who just does comedy skits on Instagram feels like he needs to take matters into his own hands to try to make a difference. For me personally, I think it's I don't know, more power to the guy. I wouldn't do that because I feel like I have nothing to offer anyone politically. I have zero experience. I wouldn't even know where to begin or who would even vote for me. But I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest with you, because I have a thing with Farix. Farix, just based, if I'm just to judge him on his social media persona and the content that he creates, although he's very funny and very popular, Farix is he plays it very safe. Farix doesn't like to upset anyone. And if Farix is friends with Ta2 7anick online, he's friends with a bunch of creators. When he makes fun of influencers, he makes fun of them in a very fun and cute way, cute enough for them to like comment and laugh and reshare it. His content lacks bite, I would say, maybe. Or he avoids maybe drama in any way, you know what I mean? He likes to be on good terms with everyone. To me, that doesn't sound like the kind of person we need running in politics. We need someone who's kind of like a bulldog. We need someone who will call out the bullshit when he needs to be called out. I feel like Farix, I don't know the guy. This is literally based on his social media persona and the content that he creates. So I could be 100% mistaken. But I feel like he will just maybe... Well, he has no experience in politics. So no one who's not experienced should be running. And I don't know that he's got that killer attitude that to stand up to bat people. Like, if you can't stand up to Ta2 7anick, how are you going to stand up to like Sulta and like other people who've been there for decades and corrupt politicians, lawyers, وشو ما بدك? Like, if you know what I mean, does it make, is what I'm saying, like, does it make any sense?
Yeah, it does. I don't know where he's coming from politically, or like his political background, or is that he has any political experience whatsoever. But I think as an influencer, يمكن he's closer to the people in somehow, some way. So I don't know if that's like a good thing or لا. بس كمان like a big part of running for elections is politics.
Definitely.
And I don't know شو خصو بpolitics.
Yeah. I'm going to say this. I have no doubt that his heart is in the right place and that he has only the best intentions. Like, I can, like, dude, Amjad, the country is, like, everyone's, like, we're freezing here because we have no heater. وما في motor, insulation is bad in houses, and we're having, like, a record cold winter. People are freezing, and, like, البلد is a piece of shit. We need someone to help us, and we need someone to take us out of the toilet. But, like, in our desperation, we shouldn't, I guess, maybe, we should try to turn to people who are qualified as... And I'm sure there are some people who are qualified. I don't know who they are because I know nothing about politics, and I need to get into this a little bit before the elections. I need to get to learn. But I don't know. For example, in the States, Jon Stewart, I read somewhere, the old host of The Daily Show. I worship Jon Stewart. I love him. He's running for, I don't know for what, but he's running for some sort of office. Jon Stewart has credibility because he hosted a daily news show. It was a comedy show, but he knows a lot about politics, and he talks about politics on a daily basis. He's been on the Hill. He's helped pass like bills for veterans to get their aid and stuff. So it's not the same saying that like, yeah, Jon Stewart is running, why can't Farix? But also you do have to, you got to commend just a regular citizen being like, I don't like how this shit's going, and if I have the power to change things, I'm going to try. So I'm not here to call him out or to say that like he's an idiot for doing that, but like it's just an interesting development. We're going to keep an eye on it. I'm curious to know what he thinks. And I'm sure he's going to say everything to make it seem like, he's مع الثورة وهيك. Was he like a عونة in the past? بيحب القوات هيك? I have no idea. But it's just an interesting topic. I'm very curious as to what you guys think. Do you want to see more of a trend of influencers running for stuff? Do you want to see العمى عم بيقدم على شيء؟ بدكم تا2 7anick يصير شيء؟
Do you want to see Anthony?
Do you guys want to see me run for something? بدكم no garlic no onion يصير وزير ما بعرف الأكل or whatever? I don't know. But good luck. Good luck. We're gonna keep an eye on this on the story, and we'll see what happens. Folks, we got some more Dr. Food. Don't blame me. Blame Nour. She sent me these videos a few days ago. But they're
actually, sorry to interrupt. These videos were sent to me by one of the viewers.
Oh!
But, so I don't take credit.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you. We love our viewers. So we're going to show you the original video that Dr. Food ripped off, right? So he ripped off a video. Here is the OG video. It's like some good-looking steak thing. Let's check it out. We got the ASMR. We got the ASMR, baby. Very well done. Beautiful production value. pretty damn good, don't it? Little garlic spread. Oh, that's good. This is where you lose me with this. I'm sure for foodies and stuff, this is very refined. Okay, some of that stuff turned me the fuck off, but looks pretty good for a normal person, you know? Looks pretty good. Let's see the Dr. Food version. Cause you know he gonna do it right. Like Déjà just compare the audio. الهواء عم بيخزق المايك ما عم تسمعوا شيء. Zero finesse. Zero. Hey, he stabbed it like 8 times. شو عم بيصير؟ If anyone's listening to the audio version of this, I'm sorry. Yeah, oh my god, it's like مش مستوية. Bro, it's fucking raw! It's raw! رح يتسمموا كلهم. Bro, like the fat كان بعده like أبيض مجلد الفات بقلب الساندويش. Sorry, I gotta go back to just show you how raw this motherfucking sandwich is. This is fucking raw, bro. Look at the fucking fat. ما معقول. Yeah.
Like they're doing the same thing, but like Dr. Food just doesn't have it. He doesn't.
خلص كب على النار خي يلا حتى شكة بالسكينة يلا ايه.
I get إنه أوقات you have to like touch food with your hand, but like Dr. Food بيمسكها بكل إيده. Stop.
There's another little treasure, Dr. Food treasure. I guess it's a video teaching us about how to treat a hostess at a restaurant. Folks, don't sexually harass your hostess. Oh, this is 2 minutes يا ربي.
Bonjour. كم شخص؟ نحن شخصين. أهلا وسهلا تفضلوا. اوكي. وين بتحبوا تقعدوا؟ تفضلوا هيدي التيبل تبعكم. على فكرة البرفان اللي حطيتيها كثير طيبة.
شو قال؟ شو؟ البرفيوم اللي حطيتيها كثير طيبة.
ايه حاسبك. اسم الله. ميرسي كل شيء كان عزاؤكم؟ والله صراحة ما في شيء عزائي بهالمحل غيرك أنت. أهلا وسهلا باي باي. تفضل. أنا بيجي لهون كرمال مش كرمال شيء. تفضل طاولتك. عيطوا للمدير.
Like.
يا الله أنا جاي أشتغل ولا أتبهدل؟ شو هالشغل هيدا يا الله؟
تعال المخلوقة الطيبة الهوستس هيدي. مين هي
المخلوقة
نور هيدي يا عمي هبل الدنيا يا
مين في زبون أهم مني هون؟ شو بك؟ جيب لي رقم تليفونك.
هجيب لك رقمك بس اوعى تقول انا اعطيتك.
خلص ما تعتلم عندي الموضوع.
بس علي
تطبق معي.
موجود أهلا وسهلا.
شو أخبارك؟ هدول عليك.
لا سوري ما فيني
أنا
أقبلها.
بدي لك شغلة، أنا بيجي لهون كرمالك، بالك هدول عليك أنت. وناطرك بعد الشغل حتى نعزمك على العشاء.
عندي شغل ما فيني.
ليه بلا؟
It's like he's pimping her out. Manager المطعم صار pimp والhostess is like a whore. Like تطلع فيه. Show him a good time.
ضبطي وضعك هيدا زبون مرتب.
هيدا زبون مرتب شوف مصلحتك معه. You better show him a fucking good time, you hear me? You better get to second base.
بدي أقول للهوستس كوني قوية وما تسمحي لأي حدا يستغلك لأنه أنت أساس كل شيء.
اكزاكتلي وبدي اقول انا للزباين وللزبونات وخاصه انت اليوم عم تيجي على مطعم هيدي الهوستس هي ضمن المانجمنت ضمن الاداره يعني ان هي مجبور تكوني هيك مرتبه وضفيرها مرتبين ولابسه بطريقه مرتبه هيدي لتحترموها اوكي خلصنا التسويق؟
لك I'm starting to like this guy. I'm starting to like Dr. Food
شكلي I
again.
think انه he's the type of guy who would harass a hostess.
اكيد he's done it before. لا انا احلى شيء المانجر. روح هيدا زبون مرتب روح قضي شي ساعة معه بسطيلنا ايه معقول. This is fucking absurd, bro. But anyways, we love him for it. We love him for it. And people have told me like, hey, hit up Dr. Food for like an interview or something. I don't know, man. Because I think we genuinely had some bad blood for... Not bad blood, just like for fuck, but like... I genuinely disliked him for a while. Now, I don't know, man. It's a roller coaster with the guy.
I still genuinely dislike him.
Really? But you're the one... انت ما بفهم عليك شيء انت Dr. Food.
I just don't like him.
بالضيعة. Our final topic for today revolves around Pete Davidson and Kanye West. Now, as you guys know, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian were married. They had a bunch of kids together. They broke up a few months ago. A very public split. And Pete Davidson swooped in and kind of started dating Kim Kardashian. Now, Pete Davidson is infamous around Hollywood for dating very beautiful and desirable women. I don't know how he does it. But I have a love-hate relationship with Pete Davidson. Used to like him. Then he started to get annoying. Then I liked him again. Then I hated him again. These text messages he sent with Kanye gave me both, like, I like him and I also kind of dislike him. So, as you guys know, ever since Pete started dating Kim Kardashian, Kanye West started just having a public meltdown. He made like a music video about like beheading Pete Davidson, shit like that. He's constantly talking about him on social media, Twitter, Instagram, releasing weird pictures. Like it's concerning because Kanye does have mental issues. He suffers from, some kind of mental illness. I don't know what it is. So he recently, a friend of Pete Davidson's recently leaked a text message exchange between Kanye and Pete Davidson. It's actually Pete who reached out to Kanye. So we're just going to read the messages. I know we don't usually talk about stuff like this, but I just found this just interesting and weird and like just kind of fascinating. So text number 1, Pete Davidson's like, yo, it's Skeet. Skeet is what Kanye's been calling Pete. So he's like, yo, it's Skeet. Can you please take a second and calm down? It's 8 a.m. and it don't got to be like this. Kim is literally the best mother I've ever met. What she does for those kids is amazing, and you are so fucking lucky that she's your kid's mom. I've decided I'm not going to let you treat us this way anymore, and I'm done being quiet. Grow the fuck up. Kanye hits back. Oh, you using profanity? Where are you right now? This is where Pete kind of sends a fucked up message. He says, in bed with your wife, and sends this selfie. Now, I get that it's kind of funny, and like Kanye is being an asshole, so he kind of deserves this, but you also got to keep in mind, bro, Kanye has deep mental issues. He's taking this breakup extremely difficult. Like, I don't like Kanye. Kanye annoys the fuck out of me. I think he's just extremely annoying. But it's like, don't do that to the guy. Don't do that to the guy. And especially Pete Davidson. I want to bring this up. And this might not be fair to bring up. Mac Miller, bro. I fucking love Mac Miller. I'm a huge Mac Miller fan. A lot of people I know love Mac Miller. Mac Miller used to date Ariana Grande for a long time, and they were very close. Ariana Grande then broke up with Mac Miller. They had a bunch of issues. Like 2 months later, she was engaged to Pete Davidson. Not long after that, we lost Mac Miller to suicide. Might have been an accidental suicide. Now, I'm not saying Mac Miller killed himself because Pete Davidson got engaged to Ariana Grande. But it's like, we don't know that for sure. So don't go be doing that with someone who you know has mental illness, who feels really bad about this breakup. Don't be being like, I'm in bed with your wife. You don't fucking need to do that, bro. You're already with her. I just felt like that was kind of low. But after that text, Pete impressed me, and he kind of tried to redeem himself. So after Pete sends that picture, Kanye also replies with a shitty message. He's like, happy to see you out the hospital and rehab. Yani, you're in rehab or whatever. Pete answers, same here. It's wonders what those places do when you go get help. You should try it. I'm in LA for the day if you want to stop being a little internet bitch boy and talk. You don't scare me, bro. Your actions are so pussy and embarrassing. It's so sad to watch you ruin your legacy on the daily. Kanye then hits back. You're more than welcome to come to Sunday service. Pete's like, why don't we meet after Sunday service and Saints game? I'll be at the BHH and we can have food and talk it out in my room. Privately, one-on-one, man-to-man. What you are doing to your family is dangerous and going to scar them for life. Please handle these matters privately, bro. I beg you. Kanye hits back. You want to see me? Come to Sunday service. Pete hits back. This isn't public, dude. I'm not here for pictures and press, which is obviously all you care about. My offer stands. I wish you'd man up for once in your life. Let me help you, man. I struggle with mental stuff too. It's not an easy journey. You don't have to feel this way anymore. There's no shame in having a little help. You'll be so happy and at peace. You have no idea how nice I've been to you, despite your actions towards me. I've stopped SNL from talking about you or making fun of you, which they've wanted to do for months. I've stopped stand-up comedians from doing bits about you because I don't want the father of my girl's kids to look bad out there. I have your back even though you treat me like shit because I want everything to be smooth. But if you continue to press me like you have for the past 6 months, I'm going to stop being nice. Pretty impressive from Pete Davidson, you know, stepping up for his girl, stepping up for his woman. So definitely he earned some respect. That I'm in bed with your wife comment was really shitty. But also, after making that comment, like, he did kind of lose the high ground. Like, imagine you're still in love with your ex, and now your ex's current boyfriend is texting you like, hey, bro, you need to go get checked out. You need to go to a mental institution. You need to go to rehab, bro. It'll do you good. Like, you're the last fucking person I want to listen to. Like, why are you trying to give me life advice? So that's what I think is weird. Like, do I think Kanye is going to listen to anything Pete Davidson has to say? Absolutely not. Kanye wants to murder Pete Davidson. He wants to kill that motherfucker. So it's cute of Pete to try and be like, hey, man, like, I'm putting myself in Kanye's shoes also a little bit. Like, what if I had an ex and now her current boyfriend is like texting me like, hey, dude, you should chill. Like, why don't you go to rehab, bro? Like, let's talk it out. Just come to my room. Why are you being such a bitch? She's a great mom. You're lucky to have her as the, like, it's kind of patronizing my body. It's just fun. It's just fun to see.
But I think Pete is just like being himself. Like the picture he sent or like everything he said afterwards is just Pete. Like, he wasn't trying to do anything.
I know, but he should be careful because, again, the Mac Miller thing, bro. Like, that's fucked up. I love me some Mac Miller. Everybody love Mac Miller. You know what I'm saying? Don't you love Mac Miller? What? Enough of you.
I'm a rock girl.
I love rock and roll
too.
My favorite musicians are a rock band, but that doesn't mean you can't love and appreciate Mac Miller. Okay? Anyways, Pete Davidson killed Mac Miller. That's what I'm trying to say. And he's going to kill Kanye West too. He's coming for Kanye. Now, again, Kanye annoys me. I like Pete Davidson more than Kanye if we're just talking like human beings. I don't know. What do you guys think about this whole situation? Is it none of our business? Was this a stupid segment? I think not. I think this was interesting. I'm team Pete Davidson. Just don't stop. Like, don't make the guy kill himself. But I'm also team Kanye because I know what it's like to have your heart broken. I know what it's like to not be over someone. All right. We've all been there. So, and for Pete Davidson to just come in again and to lose your girl to Pete Davidson, it does kind of hurt. It does kind of hurt. I'm going to say it. So, anyways, that was our episode. We done. We covered everything. Nour, have I forgotten anything?
No. That was it.
Okay. Well, who are our good friends who sent us these gifts? Crystal 3D prints, folks. Thank you so much for these beautiful 3D printed goodies. We're gonna leave their information. If you guys want any beautiful 3D printed stuff, hit them up. See what they have to offer. Patrons, we love you. Nour Jabur, Rana, Rudolph, Gino Raide, Ronya Bed, Mark Iwan, the Network LB, Jad Al Haj, Philip Edward Eel. We love you guys. Superhero patrons, Rhea D. Eli Tawil, Fadi Mu'erzil, or Mu'erzil, I'm sorry, Fadi, I'm sorry. Dr. William Watfa, the boobs doctor, thank you. And Anthony Baluz, you guys, seriously, we love all of you. Please consider joining us on Patreon. Your support means the world to us. We want to try to make more crazy videos for you guys, so do that. Like this video, leave a comment, engage with the channel, right? Help us out on that recommendations, help us out on that homepage. Subscribe, let us hit 10,000 subscribers. Yo, I'm sick of hovering close to that 6,000. Get me to 10. God damn it. Other than that, thank you. And do not worry.
Do not worry.